13 asks us to evaluate the number using synthetic division and the remainder theorem. So the remainder theorem tells us that the remainder is the number that we're looking for when we evaluate the number that we're given. Okay, so I know that when we typically use synthetic division, we want to use the opposite of what it looks like. This is not the case here. When they're asking you to evaluate a function and it gives you something, x equals 4, that means x is 4. So you're going to put 4 here. All right, so here I have 1, 5. I don't have an x cubed. Oops, I put it in the wrong order. I don't have an x cubed term, so I put a 0 in for that. Then I have 5, -8, and 1. So we drop down the 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Add those and get 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Add those, get 21. 4 times 21 is 84. Add these together and get 76. 4 times 76 is 304. So then when I add those together, I get 305. And that is my answer. Okay? You're not dividing. You are strictly looking at the remainder. That's what the remainder theorem is. I'm just looking at that, and that is my answer. So same thing with number 14. Okay, x is 5. I have 2, -3, and 6. So we drop the 2 down. 5 times 2 is 10. Add those and get 7. 7 times 5 is 35. So this answer is 41. And again, that is your answer. We are not dividing. Okay, we're just looking at the remainder. All right, on to factoring. I hope you do well on this part. I feel like I gave you enough problems that you're probably not very happy about, but I did that so that you could have more practice. All right, so for this first one, I am looking for numbers and variables that I can divide out of both of these. And I notice that I can take out an 8. I can also take an A out of both of these, and I can also take a B out of both of these. So once I divide those out, I'm left with A plus 3B squared. And how do I know if I'm right? Well, if I distribute, I get what I started with. Okay, so for this one, there's nothing here. So all it is an x and an x, and what multiplies to give me 4 and adds to give me 5. And that's a 1 and a 4. So number 17. This one, again, just like this one, I need to look and see if there's anything I can factor out. And there is. There's a 3n to the 4th power. So this gives me n squared minus 11n plus 24. And it says to factor each completely, and I can factor this. So this is, okay, I have nothing here, so I have an n and an n. And what multiplies to give me 24, that adds to give me -11, is minus 8 and minus 3. So that is that factored completely. Number 18, I look to see if there's anything that I can factor out of any of those terms, and there isn't. So this is as, there's no GCF. All right, now you can use guess and check if you want to. I'm going to use the Xbox method because that's what I like to do. So I give myself my x. I drop down the -11. 3 times -20 is -60. So I need to find what multiplies to give me -60 and adds to give me -11. Well, 60 has a lot of factors. So it can be 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, 5 times 12, or 6 times 10. So when I'm looking at these, it looks like the 4 and the 15 is the thing that's going to get me to 11, right? Because 15 minus 4 is 11. So what multiplies to give me negative 16, adds to give me negative 11, is negative 15 and 4. So I'm going to rewrite negative 11r with these two numbers. So I have 3r squared minus 15r plus 4r minus 20. And now when I factor by grouping, okay, I kind of divide it in half. I can factor out a 3r, and I'm left with r minus 5. Plus, I can factor out a 4, and I'm left with r minus 5. So r minus 5 is one of the factors, obviously. And the other one is what's left, which is 3r plus 4. Okay, so that is that one factored completely. Okay.
Teachers, if you are on the Avid site team, this is a reminder that our Avid site